single mistake, a few seconds, and hundreds of lives can change forever. In aviation history, some crashes shocked the world and changed the way we fly today. In this documentary, we reveal 10 of the most shocking plane crashes and aviation mistakes ever recorded. Stay until the end, because some stories are impossible to forget. On March 27, 1977, one of the deadliest accidents in aviation history happened at Tenerife Airport in the Canary Islands. Two Boeing 747 passenger jets were waiting on the runway. One was KLM Flight 4805, and the other was Pan AM Flight 1736. Because of a bomb threat at another airport, both aircraft had been diverted to Tenerife, creating heavy congestion at the small airport. As the weather became worse, thick fog covered the runway. During takeoff preparation, a misunderstanding between the KLM pilots and air traffic control created a tragic situation. The KLM aircraft started its takeoff while the Pan Am aircraft was still on the runway. The two Boeing 747s collided, causing one of the worst aviation disasters ever recorded. 583 people lost their lives, making it the deadliest accident in aviation history. After this tragedy, airlines introduced major safety improvements, including better cockpit communication, clearer phraseology, and stronger crew training. The Tenerife disaster showed the world that in aviation, teamwork and communication can save lives. Number 9. Japan Airlines Flight 123. On August 12, 1985, Japan Airlines Flight 123 took off from Tokyo with 524 people on board. Just 12 minutes after takeoff, a loud explosion shook the aircraft. A faulty repair made years earlier caused the rear pressure bulkhead to fail, leading to the loss of the aircraft's vertical stabilizer and most of its hydraulic systems. The pilots fought to control the aircraft for more than 30 minutes using only engine power. Despite their incredible efforts, the aircraft crashed into Mount Takamagara. 520 people lost their lives, making it the deadliest single aircraft accident in history. Only 4 passengers survived. After the investigation, aviation authorities introduced stricter aircraft inspection and maintenance procedures worldwide. This tragedy proved that even a small maintenance mistake can have devastating consequences years later. Number 8. Air France Flight 447. In 2009, Air France Flight 447 was flying from Rio de Janeiro to Paris when it entered a powerful storm over the Atlantic Ocean. Ice blocked the aircraft's speed sensors, causing incorrect speed readings. The autopilot disconnected, leaving the pilots to fly manually in the middle of the night. Confused by the faulty data, the aircraft was pulled into an aerodynamic stall. Instead of recovering, it continued losing altitude until it crashed into the Atlantic Ocean. All 228 people on board lost their lives. The accident changed pilot training around the world and highlighted the importance of understanding stall recovery during high-altitude flight. Number 7. United Airlines Flight 232. In 1989, United Airlines Flight 232 was flying over the United States when its tail-mounted engine suddenly exploded. The explosion destroyed all 3 hydraulic systems, leaving the pilots with almost no control of the aircraft. Using only the thrust from the remaining 2 engines, the crew managed to guide the airplane towards Sioux City Airport. The aircraft crashed during the emergency landing, but thanks to the pilots' incredible skill, 185 of the 296 people on board survived. This remains one of the most remarkable emergency landings in aviation history. Number 6. Turkish Airlines Flight 981. In 1974, Turkish Airlines Flight 981 was flying from Paris to London when a terrible design failure changed aviation history forever. Shortly after takeoff from Paris, the aircraft's rear cargo door suddenly opened. The powerful pressure difference caused the cargo floor to collapse, damaging important control cables beneath it. The pilots lost control of the aircraft, and the McDonnell Douglas DC-10 crashed into a forest near Paris. All 346 people on board lost their lives, making it one of the deadliest aviation disasters at that time. The investigation revealed problems with the cargo door locking system. After this tragedy, major changes were made to aircraft cargo door designs and safety regulations around the world. This accident became a painful reminder that even small design flaws can have devastating consequences in aviation. Number 5. AirAsia Flight 8501. In December 2014, AirAsia Flight 8501 was flying from Indonesia to Singapore when it encountered severe thunderstorms. The pilots requested a higher altitude to avoid the bad weather, but shortly afterward the aircraft lost control. The airplane stalled and crashed into the Java Sea. All 162 people on board lost their lives. The investigation showed that a technical fault, combined with pilot response during the emergency, led to the tragic accident. This disaster reminded the aviation industry that weather and quick decision-making are both critical for flight safety. Number 4. Eastern Airlines Flight 401. In 1972, Eastern Airlines Flight 401 was preparing to land in Miami. A small landing gear warning light problem distracted the pilots. While they focused on fixing the issue, the aircraft slowly lost altitude without anyone noticing. The Lockheed L-1011 crashed into the Florida Everglades. This accident changed cockpit safety rules forever. Number 3. Swissair Flight 111. In 1998, Swissair Flight 111 was flying from New York to Geneva. Shortly after takeoff, the crew noticed smoke inside the cockpit. The fire spread quickly above the cockpit ceiling, damaging important aircraft systems. The pilots tried to make an emergency landing, but the aircraft crashed into the Atlantic Ocean near Nova Scotia. This accident led to major improvements in aircraft fire safety. Number 2 is American Airlines Flight 191. Just seconds after takeoff from Chicago, the aircraft's left engine broke away from the wing. The pilots instantly lost important flight controls, and the plane rolled sharply before crashing. It remains the deadliest aviation accident in U.S. history. Number 1 mystery is Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370. In 2014, the Boeing 777 disappeared during its flight with 239 people on board. Despite years of searching, the aircraft has never been fully found. It remains one of aviation's greatest mysteries. These tragedies changed aviation forever. Which plane crash shocked you the most? Subscribe for more real aviation stories.